Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I found some time to work on my calendar pages. I know last one I did, I wasn't sure I'd be able to get one in. Obviously, it's not Monday. I'm actually filming this on Thursday. I had to think of what day it is. But yeah, so I thought I'd play with those. So what I've come up with is some oversized, jumbo-y kind of pockets here. Pretty thick, or pretty roomy. And they are... can be pretty much made with anything. So these first two I made with 8.5 by 11 scrapbook paper that I started with. They were white on the opposite side. So I have backed this one with another scrapbook piece of paper. This one is from a book page. I'm not sure, I don't think it was Edith Holden. It might have been my, I had it laying around. I don't think it was Edith Holden. I think it's the other one I have. It's like a Victorian photo album, I believe it's called. But it's just some book page floral. And then I made another one. This is out of a little bit heavier scrapbook paper, but again, white on the other side. So I put a book page in there to do that. So I'm going to show you how I fold these and a couple other options to do it. This was started out a little bit smaller. These were a little bit bigger. So there's room to make it your own size, I guess what you would call it. So, and then we'll go, I have, of course, went crazy and started decorating some already with some things. I used, finally, some of my Tim Holtz stamps. So hopefully I'm planning on using those in there. I used that one purple. A little bit of my washi tape and some stickers on that one. And same with this little washi tape here, sticker, and another one of the Tim Holtz stamps. So pretty easy decorating, but nice and simple to be able to put lots of fun things in there eventually. Okay, let's put that to the side. All right, so the first one that I'm going to do is the scrapbook paper. Let me get this out of the way. And again, like I said, these are 8.5 by 11. And white on the inside or outside. So I think I'm going to make this the outside and that's going to be the inside. All right, so we'll get this out of the way for now. All right, so I am starting with the 8.5 by 11 and I will cut it down to 7 eventually because the 8.5 is usually too tall for my journals. So I will cut it down after. It's easier just to cut it a little bit down after. So, and I think... yeah, so there's pockets I can go either way. I got the pocket sliding this way, and here I got the pocket sliding that way. So I think I'm going to do the pocket sliding this way first. Now, what you're going to do is, depending on how wide you want the pocket, that's how far you fold it in. So 2 of them I have are 5 inches, which are pretty wide. I think I'm going to make this one about 4.5. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it. That's 4.5, and we're going to fold it down, and then we're going to go ahead and fold this part in. And again, like I said, this is where you can make it your own size. If I wanted it a little bit wider, I could have, pulled it over like this, made it a little bit bigger, a little skinnier, etc. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold the pocket. So again, if I wanted the pockets to go slanted this way, I'd fold it down. If I want the pocket to go this way, I fold it down. So you also want to pay attention to if you've got any pictures on here or something that they'd want to be on the bottom, but it's pretty forgiving. We're just going to fold this in to right before the fold. We don't want to put it into the crease and have it jam up. Okay, now I am going to glue this down. If you want to save that scrap for something else, you could cut it off, just fold a little bit down, just kind of cut it along that line there and fold a little bit down, but I've got plenty of scraps, so I'm gonna fold the whole thing down. Okay, so there is the pocket. Now, the next thing we're going to do for this fold over to where it makes it roomy, instead of just gluing this down, is we're going to fold it over and do it. So we're going to go ahead and cut this at an angle. Now this is probably the trickiest part. Put the glasses on here. Probably if I was smart, I'd go ahead and try to write a line or something, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And there you go. So this part is going to be glued on top of here to give it the roominess. If you want to cut this a little bit smaller, you can go ahead and trim that also. I'm just going to leave it for now. And we're going to glue, we're not going to glue this down yet on top, but I'm going to glue this down, and I'll tell you why in just a second as I show you the inside. If you wanted to cut it off, you can, but I decided to glue it in. Not only does it give it a little bit of strength, but when you go to put whatever you want on here, I'm going to do it this way so I show you. When you go to put this on here, it leaves a little bit of room so you don't have to worry about going all the way to the edge if you don't have to. And I think it might be easier to see, yeah, on this one. See, since I folded that one in, this book page was able to not sit right on the edge and be clean. Okay. All right, so I glued that down just to get it out of the way. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're just going to cut the back piece of paper to fit in there. Now, let's go like this. Now, I could just take measurements, but where's the fun in that? I'm going to go ahead and, oops. I'm going to go ahead and just rip it. Save that for another project, and we're just going to make sure that I didn't rip it too badly. Nope, that'll be fine. Now where it was ripped, if we want to ink it because it's a little white, probably could do that too. Now the next rip I'm going to do is, instead of gluing this whole piece down, I am going to trim it down just a little bit below the pocket opening. I will save that for a scrap. All right, so this is going to get glued in here. Pretty simple, right? Now the next one that I'm going to do is going to have double-sided scrapbook paper. So we're going to do that one next. So this step would not be necessary. Now, it is not necessary if you don't mind the white in there. You could always maybe throw some stencil color on there. Tea dye it, something like that. But the bright white is not my fan, not a fan favorite for me. Now I am going to eventually, I'm going to trim this a little bit on the cutter because my fold got a little off, might be hard to see, and it's a little white, but I'll do that after I finish gluing it. Okay, so the last step we're going to do is we're just going to fold it in and we're going to glue that down to make the ginormous pocket. Now if you wanted to, I probably should have done that a little bit on here, if you want to ink the slant, do it before you glue for that. Okay, so like I said, this is 8.5 tall, so it's way too tall for what I want. So I'm going to cut it down to be about 7. Now I'm going to cut the top a little bit just to get rid of that unevenness. Now, I could have cut it down farther to have more of a slant, but I am going to round that eventually, so I'm fine with that. So I'm going to cut the bottom down, and since this was, like I said, this was 8.5, I'm going to cut down about 1 inch off the bottom, so it's about 7.5. So we're going to get that in there and cut the edge. So it is glued, but I could easily probably even unglue it to save it if I feel like it, or just cut that piece off so I have a strip of paper for scraps. All right, let's get that out of the scrap box and get this out of the way. And I am going to round it. There's my rounder. Just because I like to round things. Oh, and speaking of rounding things, I am so flippin' excited. Now, I've talked about it before, I think, that I saw, I'm going to do a smaller one here, on, I think it's Seven Plaza's channel, I believe, where she has a larger punch. This is 4mm, 7, and 10, and there's one that I think, and I can look it up, it's like 11, 15, and 20, but bigger. I saw it once on Amazon, and I was like, oh, do I want it, do I not? And I figured I would just wait, and then of course it was gone, and then I checked to see, because they only make it in Europe, and it was going to be like $35. I'm like, oh, I don't want it, but I saw it yesterday on Amazon. It was back up for like $22. And I have Prime, so it was free shipping. So it's going to be arriving in about a week or so. I'm so excited that I'm going to have the much bigger round punch. I love my round punch, so I'm so excited. Yes, Merry Christmas to me. A month and a half early, but I was quite excited. So if you are seeing this live, and I can't say, because when I looked, it said 4 available, and I bought one, so there would be 3 available. So I don't know if there's any left, but it was by Vassen, I think it's V-A-E-S-S-E-N, Vassen. It's a pink and white punch, but it's the corner punch, but it's larger. And yeah, I'm quite excited to be getting that. Okay, last thing we need to do is, because I cut the bottom off, is there is no, it's not sealed at the bottom, and I am just going to put a line of glitter glue just to seal the bottom. And I do that after I rounded the corners, so I didn't have to cut through the glue to do the rounded corners. But there it is, one oversized ginormous pocket. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is, we're going to do a double-sided piece of scrap paper. So I have this one. It was just laying around. I used it for something else, and it is about 8 inches tall, so I have to cut a little bit off the top. And right now I think it's, was it 12? No, it looks like it's, oh, my math is not, looks like it's 11. Yeah, it's 11 inches. I think did I cut the inch off already? I might have cut the inch off already. So because the sheet's paper 8.5 by 11, so I started with that. All right, so since it's double-sided, I won't have to worry about doing the inside, but now I just need to figure out. All right, I think I want it to go this way. I like those words. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this, I think, a little bit. Maybe about 4.5. Yeah, let's go about 4.5. Okay. This is thick. I need a bone folder. All right, so for this one, I think I'm going to cut this down a little bit because I do not want to have that much folded over on this. So let me get my trimmer. All right, so I'm going to, plus I get to save this fun paper, so I think I'm going to cut it right about there. Save this as a, okay, and I think since this is thicker, I'm going to track down my scoreboard. And we're just going to, oops, jumped right out of the line. There we go. Just to make it a little easier to fold. Okay. All right, so that'll get folded over on top of there. Now we're going to have this one going down to right before the fold. And I think I'm going to use the art to close this. Just because it's a little bit thicker. Okay, now back to this, where we're going to go ahead and do the slice. And once again, we'll do the art glitter glue just to hold this down. Okay, and then that is going to go on top of there, and we will glue that down. I'm just going to throw a little ink on here. Oh, I guess I didn't have to do that. It was going to be covered. Okay. All right, so let's glue that down. A little bit more near the edge, a little bit too far away from the edge. Okay. Now, I'm going to probably have to cut this down because it is at 8 inches, so I'll end up cutting that down just a smidge. I think the top looks okay, so I don't think I'm going to bother cutting any off the top. So I'm going to cut the... Yeah, I think I want to save that. All right. Okay, so now it is about 7 inches tall, which is perfect. Okay. And round it right in front of my face. Ooh, are we going to be able to round? You're pretty thick. I'm going to do big on all 4 corners because it's thicker paper. I wasn't sure the smaller one would end up going through, so... Alright, we're just going to ink the edge because of the whiteness of the inside of the paper, and we'll put a little bit of art glitter to close the bottom. And there we go. So double-sided, fun, we got grid inside, and yeah, cute, I like it. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is going to be from just some double-sided paper. Now, I found these, I did it on a recent haul. They were from Temu. They were double-sided. They're really thin papers, but I still think that they're going to work okay. I did grab one to start practicing, or not practicing with it, but just to make sure it'll be the right size. So this paper ends up starting at about 10 inches tall, which is great because 8.5, 11, so it's a little bit smaller, and it is about 7 inches. So it's a perfect size to start and won't have to cut it down at all. Okay, so for this one, like I said, we're going to just fold it over so that it is about a 4.5 inch wide pocket. I'm going to end up folding it down so we can do that, and then end up folding this side in. And the last thing we need to do is trim there. Okay, let's glue this inside down. And we're gonna glue the, actually I think I'm gonna ink that corner just a little bit. Oh, almost forgot. Glue that down. Now, it might not need to be glued down, but you're putting stuff in and out, it might end up wanting to, you know, pull itself out somehow. So, okay, and we'll glue this fold over. And I'm not not going to shorten it, and it looks pretty good. So I think this is a little bit smaller. Do the smaller punch for the corner, or medium, not the smallest one, the medium size. This side decided to be a little bit poopy, but it's okay. And put a little ink on there. Now, since this paper started out pretty thin and it is not been doubled by putting something in there, it's a little lighter, but I think it'll still be okay. You go glue it in a page. You glue it down into a page. You can glue it completely down to make it just one pocket, or you could glue the 3 sides to make it a tuck, or 3 sides to make it a double pocket, and that will give it some more strength as well. Yeah, I didn't show you the other ones here, so yeah, see, these would be cute on a page, and even the bigger ones that I did that are 5 inches wide will still fit on a page. You definitely would want to put them all the way as far out as you can, so that you have not into the spine, but it, yeah, it works. But of course, you want to measure for whatever journal you'd like to put it in. If you started out with a little smaller, you'd want to adjust the size for it. Okay, so we just need to glue the bottom. Pretty important to glue the bottom, don't you think? Everything's falling out. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to need this anymore, but put that pin on there and see where we're at. Okay, so I got that one's been decorated, that one's been decorated. So now I've got, all right, I've got 4. Let's see if any of these work, or if I want to make a different one. Could work on there. Okay, that'll work. I don't mind those. Okay. All right, so for this, it's just the right size. I like that sticking out, so I don't think I want a book page on there. So maybe put a little bit of washi tape up in there. Yeah, let's do that. Some music washi tape, the bird sings. I like it. I think I'll do that. But I think I still might, I think I want to raise it up a little. So I think I'm going to trim this and re-corner it. When I prep these, I don't exactly always know where they're going to go, so I usually just do them all about the same size, and just to save time from, oops, gotta do this upside down so I can see it, save time of you watching me round corners in ink. Not the most fascinating thing. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. Okay, I think we are going to put that up there still. And I'm going to do a little wrap around. Right there, and we'll put some sort of stamp right there. Yeah, I can live with that. And we'll see if there's anything else that needs to get added to it. All right, put that right on the edge. Yeah, I like it. The peachish color of the bird kind of goes well with that. I have a peachy kind of ticket, don't I? Yes, I do. All right, let's put it down there. Oops. It was like half a ticket. I probably still could use it, but there we go. And I think orange would be fun. Peachy orange. I think I like this one. Yeah, cute. Okay. I like it. Like I said, you get a big tag that goes in there. Too big. Yeah, so yeah, something like that would be perfect. Nice big tag, nice big plus spot. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Moving on. Let's see, do I have my finished ones underneath here? I do. Okay. All right, so now I know last week Halloween, or is it 2 weeks ago? Boy, I'm like losing track of my days here. But this was the October 31st day from last week's calendar. So, all right, I think I want a little bit of a word or book page underneath there. So I got this. So let's go ahead and, I'm not going to rip the two sides because I'm going to end up wrapping. I think I'll end up wrapping that around. Yeah, we'll glue that down, wrap it around. That a song, glue it down, wrap it around. Or that would be the beer song, take one down, pass it around. I was close. I was close. I think I actually might fold over that corner too and glue that inside. Yeah, I think I will. I don't want to have to cut this pumpkin down any smaller, and that corner is just black, so it really does not have any bearing. Yeah, that's cute. Oh, I like that. I think I have to do that in another one. Okay. I don't think there's any black stamps, but there is brown. That's kind of black, but I think I want to do orange. I think I want to do an orange. Oh, you know what? Coming up. I want to put some washi tape there. All right, let's hold that for a sec. I'll put some washi tape down there. Maybe one of these. I have this. That could be fun. Let's do that one. So I hope you're enjoying your November. I can't believe it's November already. It's so crazy. It's been pretty nice around here though, which has been good because, you know, it could be, I think I saw it snowed in New Mexico today, and like a lot of snow. So I think it's going to be like, I think it was like 60 today around here, like in the high 50s, low 60s. So it's like, you don't even really realize it's too cold out. I like that a lot. Yeah, cute. Okay. Yep, I like that one. All right. Yeah, not too close, which is good because it seems to be, the leaves have mostly fallen off of our trees. So my husband's been doing a lot of raking, mowing up the leaves. I think we're going to put this underneath there. Mowing up the leaves, burning some. I wish I do it. Which way? Oh, bummer. I was kind of hoping I can't fold that pocket over. It would have been nice if it was on that side, because I could have folded that side down, but it'll be okay. We'll just do it that way. Put that down there and maybe put that up there and fold it over. How's that? Yep, I think I like that idea. So yeah, so he's been mowing the grass and mowing up the leaves so that he can burn them. And there's quite a bit of leaves, pretty much. We had a storm a couple days ago, some pretty high winds, and change my paper here. Took away all the leaves, and unfortunately, the tree that I look at, I've mentioned before, on the cul-de-sac right ahead of me, is naked. No more leaves, no more pretty red leaves. Quite sad. So I think most of the leaves are off of our sunset maples in the back. We do have we also have a pear tree. Only had it for a couple years, and it just started turning red. It's still pretty green, so I don't know what's up with that. Like, is it just a slow burn, as they say, or it's just in the spot that it's just overhanging a little there? Is it just in a great spot that it didn't get affected by some? I don't know, but it's kind of weird that some of our trees are like naked already, and then there's that tree that's got like 3 red leaves and the rest are green. It's weird. Okay. All right, so I like that little splash of color up there. So I think we need a little splash of color down below. I don't think I have. I'm going to see if I got a brighter blue washi. All right, yeah, this is probably my favorite washi that I have. I'm not sure why, I just love this one. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of washi on there, do a little wrap around. Did I glue this together? I did. Okay, and then a little blue stamp. So some of these, I think, like the blue one and the purple one I made, might be great for when I do my colored journals. Because there's a lot of, there's a lot of blue in this one, even though there's a touch of orange. But yeah, this might go well in that journal. I think I just want one other little label here, maybe. Just a little something to kind of, yeah, okay. I don't know, just needed a little bit of busyness. I don't know. Yeah, I like it. I probably could throw some decoration on there if I wanted to. Something that's flatter, that doesn't get in the way of the card. Since it's bigger, I think it would be okay. But for now, I might leave it, figure out, like I said, what journal it ends up going into. Yeah, cute. I like it. Okay, I got one more, right? Yeah, I got the easy paper one. All right, I think I might do the same thing where I wrap that around, and we'll put a bit of washi down there. Something a bit brighter and fun might be this is, I think, going the wrong direction. Yeah, that's up and down. Oh, what about these? Some floral on the bottom. There is some hints of color in there, but I just eyeballed this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna put it there, and we're gonna wrap. Yeah, it's got the greens, and it's got the hint of this color in here to kind of probably put like a red sticker, a red oh, what do you call it? Stamp on there, just to add that extra color since the background is so neutral, and this date picture is so neutral. Okay. Put you away before I forget. Oh, where'd you go? There you go. Okay, red. I think I'm going to put you right there. The spiral on here is so tight, it doesn't want to, seem to want to swivel and open. That's my only complaint about those. Okay. Put another little label there and call this one done. I think that we shall all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, I don't want to cover those floral now that I've unstickied it. Yeah, I was going to cover up too much of that floral. Okay. I like it. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed these oversized pockets and to have some thoughts on some you'd like to do for yourself, because they were super easy to make. And I'll probably be making those again, because like I said, they are versatile with the light paper, with scrapbook paper, using the book pages, using double-sided thicker paper, and more scrapbook paper and the book pages. So very, very versatile. So, all right, well, that is going to be it for me today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, like I said earlier, and give it a thumbs up. That's going to be it for me today, as usual. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.